AIESEC for Morocco, it's Agata, your MCVPTM again, and today we'll talk about your KICAS monthly routines for team leaders. So why we're talking about it? Again, we are entering the month of April, which is the April for AIESEC for Morocco. We are trying to reach the limitless growth and to make a louder roar, meaning we want to provide even more outstanding leadership experiences for our customers, for our EPs, and for this we need definitely performing. Already we need to start performing and moving very, very fast and approving and doing as many things as possible. So let's check how to kick us as a leader every month. So today we'll talk about the first part of your responsibilities as a team leader that needs to be delivered every single month. Let's check. The first thing is the fact that you need to conduct monthly reviews of your performance as a team, which means that you just need to make a team review, as simple as that. Here you can see a very, very simple example what you can talk about during this team review, because in the end of the day, team review is another form of a team meeting. You need to meet physically with your team and talk about things like, for example, plan fulfillment. By plan fulfillment, you understand the percentage of the goal that you managed to achieve. So what you take into consideration is your goal that you had for the month and the result that you actually achieved, and you count the percentage. You can also talk about your team experience, for example, the engagement of the members and any kind of improvements and initiatives that your members might have for the next upcoming month. So by all of this, you make a team review happen with your team every single month. The next thing that you do monthly is recognizing members based on their performance, values, and competence that they actually develop, which means very generally that you need to create something called team incentive system. This needs to happen every month. Every month you need to recognize some of your members. So let's start first of all with what does incentive mean? Incentive means a thing that motivates and encourages someone to do something. And from this definition, you should remember the fact that it needs to motivate and encourage someone. So you don't give incentive or you don't reward anyone just for the sake of rewarding or recognizing because it's cool. Yes, it's super cool and it's super kind of you, but you do it for a given purpose, and your purpose is to make your members even more performing than they were in the previous month. And when it comes to some tips from us, how to actually give nice incentives to your members, remember to share the criteria with your members. Your members will work much better if they will know what kind of things they will be rewarded for and what kind of things they will be not rewarded or maybe punished for. So definitely share what kind of things you expect from them. You should also keep the routine. If you promise your members to give some kind of R&R system every single month, do it every single month. They need to know that this thing is coming and they need to be prepared for it. And the last tip is remember to keep all the rewards, awards, recognitions and incentives kind of AIESEC related. From my own experience, I can really promise you that rewards that have nothing to do with AIESEC, they will not really boost the performance of your member. So try to always connect them with AIESEC. For example, give your members something connected with AIESEC experience. You can invite them to go for an event connected with AIESEC, like public speaking, selling, or anything like this, but keep it related to the work. And another thing that you need to do monthly, the third and the last thing, is to create space for members to give feedback to each other and also to you, and create some steps for improvement. So you need to remember to take care of the feedback every single month. And as it says, you need to give members a space, first of all, to give feedback to you as a leader, then to give feedback to each other, and then to set some new ideas how to do things better. You can do it both in the individual meeting that we'll also talk about in the next video, or you can do it in the team review every single month. But remember to keep the routine. So a few disclaimers about the feedback for the beginning. Remember that you can't really feedback a person. It's super important that you can always feedback a behavior, an action, or the job that is delivered by your member, but you can't really feedback the whole member as a person. You don't know this person that well, and it's a very complex job to give feedback to the whole person, so don't even go there. Keep it simple and keep it to the level of behavior and the things that you can actually see in your member. Also remember that negative feedback doesn't really exist. The only feedback that you can give is either positive, when you really appreciate what your member did, or a constructive feedback when you see the room for improvement. But definitely never ever use the word negative feedback. Also remember that you can't always give feedback. Giving feedback is sometimes a delicate matter, especially when it comes to constructive feedback, and you need a kind of special environment or at least atmosphere for it. And sometimes it's just nice to ask your member, hey, can I give you some feedback? If a member says no, and you know that the atmosphere is very tense and it's not really like a safe environment, don't go there, because it might not be beneficial for you. The kind of model that we are proposing for you is super simple. How to give a feedback in 3 steps. It's a model called SBI. So first of all, you start with the situation. You describe what was the situation to set a kind of context for your member. Then you said about the behavior that you saw. So for example, I saw that you behaved in this and this way, and then you move to the impact. So how it impacted you as a person. So let's talk about real life example. Let's say that the situation was the conference, our national conference, Morocco. We're starting the opening plenary, and the behavior that you see in your member was that they were really running to the opening plenary and everyone was on time. And how it impacted you? You were super happy and super proud of your delegation, and this is the kind of feedback that you are given to your team. Okay, so now people, guess how many elements of team standards you already know? You already know the daily action that you need to take. You already know the weekly things that you need to do that we discussed yesterday, which are the accountability system, practical learning with delegating different tasks, team meetings, and team working times when you all work together. And today you also got to know 3 new things that need to happen monthly: the team review, the team incentive system, which is the R&R system, and the feedback. So when we give a look to the team standards, you see that today, also in grid, we can cross out the team incentive system. It's done from the results elevation. From the performance tracking, we can cross out the team review. And from the support system, we can cross out the feedback. So as you can see, we are moving forward with the performing phase of team standards, and you know more and more. So huge congratulations for this. Also remember to post your questions in the comments. We'll do the live again. We'll be doing live from MC Flat in the evening after every video. So please think what are the things that you need to do, how to deal with your team monthly, and post them in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and also see you tomorrow in the next video about the second part of monthly routines.